In the previous episode of My Electric Earth, you could see some clips from a construction site where they were building a house. That was my house. Here on my channel we normally talk about Tesla, electric cars, the environment and other kinds of electrification that is needed in our society. But this time I would like to take you more than 10 years back in time and show you pictures when my house actually was constructed. Before the house could be mounted, the area had to be prepared for the house and a foundation had to be built. So a day in May the machines was arriving, starting the construction. Digging to prepare for water and electricity connections was also done early in the project. Finally the day came when the house was scheduled to be mounted. The house had been constructed in a factory far away from the building site and transported in modules on trucks, arriving the evening the day before. Also a crane was needed that arrived in the morning. When the roof elements has been put in place, it was time for the main building to be transported into the site. And that was not easy on those narrow roads. It's like opening a huge birthday present. My property was somewhat challenging for the crew to get the modules in place. I wanted to keep as much as possible of the old garden untouched. This was excitement in the neighborhood, so a lot of people came to see what was going on. The house came in a total of 3 modules that was put together. Here the living room is lifted in position. This is the art of engineering, everything calculated so it will fit exactly. We already cut down 3 apple trees in order to make space for the construction site. And we didn't want to cut more trees down in this beautiful garden. But now, when the last module was supposed to be pushed into position to be lifted up by the crane, it became really critical. But after using a saw, the problem was solved and they could continue to push the module into position. But wait, the module is hanging in the wrong position. It will not fit with the other 2 pieces. What to do when you have a half house hanging in a crane? Well, you just swing it around.
Ja, ta ner den.
The first floor was built in the factory, so it was practically ready. So now the construction of the second floor began.
But even if the second floor was hardly existing, the power company came and hooked up the house to the electric grid. All the materials that was needed to finish the second floor was lifted by the crane up to the second floor before they finished the roof. In this way, they didn't need to carry all this stuff up the stairs. The day has came to its end, but still there was a lot of things to do before we could move in. tiles had to be put on the roof, and the interior of the second floor had to be finished. The house is still standing more than 10 years later, and it has served me and my family well. I also built a garage after a while and put solar on it. If you like this movie with excavators, cranes and other machines, don't subscribe to my channel, since I will not show this kind of material again. Here we talk about the electric revolution, EVs, solar and other electric related things that is now changing our world.
It took approximately 2 months until we were ready to move into our house. And what a feeling to move into a brand new house like this. That was really, really great. Click this link here if you would like to know a little bit more about wood and constructions of wood, why it is so good for the environment that we are using the wood and building houses with. So click the link now, and until next time, have a great life.